in Nigeria currently, rice farmers are the richest people in the country because the price of rice is very, very high. Even though when you compare the price of the local rice with the foreign rice, it's almost the same. So is this a good time for rice farmers in Nigeria, or is there something we are not seeing?
I spoke to so many of them in this practical experience that I had recently, although I've been in contact with them for some times. And the thing is, when I asked some of them, and they told me that the truth is we are making a lot of money out of this. We are seriously making a lot of money. You see, I met boys, young boys of 16, 17, 18 to 23, which is the average age of the people I met. And I realized that a lot of them even own houses and they were doing absolutely well. They were doing absolutely well because of the money they are getting or the income they are generating from this agriculture. Talking about local and foreign rice, a lot of Nigerians now prefer local rice instead of foreign rice. And if you look at the local market, okay, because of the local market that we have here, you know, with the population of more than 200 million people, we are still not able to satisfy the local consumers. So most Nigerians do not even prefer to consume foreign rice because after all, the foreign rice now is even very expensive. So if you talk about local farmers, anyone can go and take the record. If you go and meet, if you have to speak to all these rice farmers, those that farm the rice, they are the ones that are making a lot of money because the amount of money they invest is very small. Land is very cheap. If you travel from Kano to Jigawa State, from Jigawa State down to Yobe, down to all of these communities that are around there, you will see that there are huge amount of land that are still unutilized. A lot of people are not even utilizing this land. And that's why you can see that we have abundance land. So with little amount of money, once again, that you can invest in rice farming, not processing, because even agriculture alone, we talk about farming, for example, then we talk about processing, then we talk about logistic, then we talk about transportation, and then we talk about consumption. Each of these is a component on its own. If, for example, you have to go into farming, there are a lot of money you are going to make there. Although the opportunity, the resources you need to invest there is actually very small. All you need to do is to have your land and be in a secured place. That is number one. If you go into, for example, processing, which is the transformation of that rice into secondary product, which is processing, that also is money, although that requires more capital because you ask about capital the other time. So that also depends on capital. Then you talk about logistics and you talk about storage. Sorry, I mean, when I mean by storage, I'm talking about storage.